everybody, welcome back to Real Good Pilates. I'm Michelle, and today is day one of our Real Good Pilates Holiday Challenge. Every Saturday for the month of December, which is 5 days total, I'm going to drop a quick 10 to 15 minute no props workout. So I encourage you to join me on this challenge and set aside a few extra minutes every week to de-stress, feel good in your body, and get in some good movement during what can be kind of a crazy time. So it's a really great way to have some self-care, take a little time for yourself, or even grab a family member or a friend to join in on the fun with you. At the end of this challenge, I'm going to be giving away a fun little prize to one of you to say thank you for joining me for our holiday challenge. In order to be eligible to win that prize, you need to be subscribed to the channel, like and leave a comment on all 5 of the challenge videos so that I know that you completed them, and then also share the challenge with at least one friend. And that's it. I will leave all those details in the description below. So with all of that, let's get started. We're gonna need no props. You're gonna come onto your mat. Today's workout is gonna be focused on the sides of our body, so some good mobility and strength for that area. So we're gonna take a seat on your mat, sit mermaid style with your left leg in front, your right leg behind in kind of an S shape. If this is uncomfortable, you can take your right leg out to the side or even cross both legs, okay? So take your left hand and you're gonna place it out on the floor next to your left hip. Right arm is gonna reach up on the diagonal. Now, we're just gonna breathe in, push into the floor, and take a twist back behind you. And then as you exhale, we're gonna rotate the opposite way, bringing our hands closer together. And then we'll do that again. Inhale, reach up and back, and then exhale to twist towards the ground. Now just leave your spine long, no flexing just yet, just kind of exploring our range of motion through this twist. Good. If you want a little bigger range of motion, you can move your hand kind of side to side on the mat. So as you twist back, bring the hand closer to the knee. As you face the floor, move the hand more towards the back of your mat. That'll give you a bigger twist. Now let's get a little more movement through the spine. So as we twist to the floor, we're gonna thread the needle, taking this arm beneath the other. And then as we come up, try to open your chest and find a little extension. Good, so draw the belly button back, carve out the front of the body, and then inhale, expand and lift. Very good. Let's do that 2 more times in both directions. Draw the abdominals back and in. Good. Keep your breath going here. Very good. All right. Now go ahead and face yourself to the front. Now reach the arms out to either side. Sit as heavy as you can through your sitting bones. It's okay if one is a little bit lighter than the other. Now you're going to rotate towards your front knee as you exhale. And then inhale, return. So exhale, we twist to the left as deeply as we can, and then come back to the front. Good, couple more times. Leave the legs heavy, and then release. Good, 2 more. Follow that twist with the eyes. Very good. Last time. Now you're going to twist to the left and stay. Place the hands on the mat. Push into the floor and sit up to a nice extension of your spine. Now bend your elbows round forward and drop your nose towards your mat. Good. And we'll do that again. Push off your fingertips and lift your heart. And then place the whole hand on the floor. Almost push your mat away from you and try to curl up your lower back. Good, couple more times. So we're extending the spine, stretching the front of the body, and then flexing, curling the tail under. And you should feel a nice stretch through your lower back. Good, let's do that one more time. Lift, and then fold. So good. Sit yourself up, face the front. Take a side bend over to the left, just to open up through those obliques a little bit. And then go to the other side, grab onto your ankle and stretch the other direction. Very good. All right, let's do that all on the other side. So just waking up the sides of our body. Sit with your right foot in front, or just the one you didn't do last time. Place the right hand on the floor, left arm reaches on the diagonal, and we'll go through that rotation, keeping your long back for now. Very good. Inhale to open, exhale to lower. Good. And this hand that's on the mat is really a help. It's pressing side to side to give you a little more leverage to rotate deeply. All right, now let's add the flexion of the spine as we twist towards the mat, and then the extra extension as we twist towards the ceiling. Good. Exhale, round, and then open the chest. So good. Couple more times. Always coming back to your breath to help connect you to the movement. Exhale and inhale. So good, you guys. Do that one more time in both directions. Good. Now face your body to the front, open the arms, and we're going to twist to the right and then return back to the front. Good. Exhale, rotate, and then reach. So good. You can always change up your sitting position if where you're at gets uncomfortable. Okay, 2 more times. Try to get taller as we rotate. Feel those abdominals, core sitting in. Now hold your twist and place your hands on the floor. Lift your heart and try to look up to where the ceiling meets the wall. Now place your whole hand on the mat and just curl up like a shrimp. And do that again. Inhale to lift. I'm kind of pulling the mat towards me with my fingertips and then pushing it away as I flex the spine. Good. So you can really get a nice opposition from the hands, helping you to increase the stretch. So good. Do that one more time. Kind of stretching out the back and then stretching out the abdominals. Very good. All right, face the front. Take our nice little side bend to both directions. Your elbow can come to the mat if you like. And then come up and we'll go the other way. Grab onto your shin and find your nice side bend. Very good. Okay. Let's lay down on our side. So I'm going to stay with my legs going this same way. So for me, I've got my left leg on top. We're going to come down and place our head in our bottom hand. Bottom knee is going to be bent. Top leg is reaching straight away from us. Take your top hand on your hip just to kind of help us feel what we're doing here. And all we're going to do is hike our hip and then push it away. Okay, so I'm letting the bottom side of my waist kind of collapse to the ground, and then I'm drawing it up away from the floor. Yes, so I'm almost doing like a little tiny hula dance side to side on the ground. Yes, so I'm shortening up one side of the waist and then stretching it out. Yeah, do that a couple more times. Just kind of feel that nice movement through the pelvis, and your long leg might kind of be sliding back and forth on the mat. That's okay. Good. Now push the hip away from your ribs and stay there. So you should feel a slight lift under the bottom side of the waist. Doesn't matter how big it is, long as you feel connected underneath. Now you're going to keep that sensation and just lift and lower your long leg. Very nice. So as the leg goes up, it shouldn't cause the waistline to collapse down. So we're keeping this activity the whole time. Very good. Nice. If your leg goes too high, you might not be able to keep that feeling. So kind of keep it in a zone that you can control. Good. Let's do 2 more here. So working on the outer thighs, the hip. Now pause with the leg up at hip height. Flex your foot and swing your leg in front of you. And then point your leg and brush it behind you. Good. Do that again. Swing in front and then press away. If you're tipping over, you can place the fingertips on the floor. If you want to make this more challenging, reach the top arm towards the ceiling. Good. Really dig the bottom knee into the floor to help you balance. Good. Let's do 2 more here. So as far as you can go in these 2 directions without changing your spine. Good. Now we're going to add the upper body to this. So as my leg kicks forward, I'm going to roll back on my supporting arm. Now you can keep your arm straight. I'm going to bend mine a little bit because I'm bumping into the wall. So I'm twisting so my chest looks towards the sky. And then as I send the leg back, I'm going to twist and face the floor. Yes. So as the leg goes front, the body goes back. And then we reverse. Good. So there's all this nice work for the waist, keeping that lifted feeling even with all this movement going on. Very good, you guys. Let's do that 2 more times. Leave the leg at the same height all throughout. Very good. All right, now last one. Face to the front. Kick the leg down, open the arm to the ceiling, and take some little bitty circles of that top leg. So good. Feel like you're getting hugged from both directions. Keep your spine nice and stable. Now reverse your leg and circle the opposite way. So good. Last 3, 2, 1, and then rest your foot on the mat. Whew. Hey, come up to your elbow now. We're going to get even more work for the side into this waistline. So elbow right under your shoulder and then turn your hand away from you. Okay, top arm is going to go on your leg. Foot is on the floor. Okay, now take a breath in. You're going to push off your bottom hand, extend your elbow, and side bend. Try to slide your fingertips as low on your leg as you can, and then come back down. And we do that again. Exhale, side bend, and then release to the mat. Whew, good. So really think about putting most of the work into here. The arm is working as well, but you almost want to feel like your abs are doing it all by themselves. Yeah, and then the arm is kind of secondary. If you're struggling, you could put the top hand on the floor if you need a little extra help. Yes, this top hand is kind of a measure of how much we're side bending. The further you reach your arm, the better. Good. Let's do 2 more. Now we're going to add on to this. So now once you press up, we're also going to lift the long leg just a little bit and then release and lower. It's going to make that waistline feel like it's cinching up even tighter. Lift and then lower. Good. Neck stays long in line with the spine. Whew, so good, you guys. Almost done. Let's do 2 more. Up. Leg stays parallel. Now hold your body up there and stay and take some nice little teeny tiny pulses. Up, up, up. 3, 2, 1. Set your leg down, drop to the elbow, and just take a side bend away from that leg. Ooh, so good. All right, now take the top leg, turn it out, and place the heel of the foot right in front of your bottom ankle. So your feet are kind of wedged together. Come up to your hand, open the palm of the top arm to the ceiling, and rest it on your knee. Okay, we're going to come up into a modified side bend, posting up on our shin, and then release back down. So we're kind of stretching out that top side of the waist and those hip muscles that we were just working. Now focusing more on the bottom side of the waist and supporting arm. Very good, you guys. The closer the feet are to your tail, the more challenging this is. So if you're having trouble, scoot the feet away from your hips a little bit. Good. Let's do 1 more here. Whew, so nice. Okay, now either stay on your hand. If your wrist is bothering you, you can also do this on your forearm. We're going to go into a full side bend with the legs extending. So let's give it a try. You can always go back to the prep if you're struggling. So now I lift my hips up, I swing my heels back and engage the inner thighs. Find a long arc of the body and then turn the knees out and return. And do that again. Exhale up and over, and then return and lower. So good. Inner thighs, glutes, press the lower body, and return. So good. Almost done. 2 more. The feet have to make little adjustments in order to make this happen. Now let's lift up and stay and just take some really tiny little pulses, dropping the hips an inch and lifting. That's it. Press that top hip to the ceiling. Do 4 more. Up, 3, 2, 1, and then sit yourself back on the mat. Whew, good job. All right, turn around. Let's do that on the other side. So come down, head in the hand, bottom knee is bent up in front of you, top leg long, hand on the hip, and just start hiking and lowering this top hip. Very good. Long leg is probably sliding back and forth. Very good. So you see how close the rib and hip can get to each other, and then how far they can get apart. Yes, another place to feel it is by sneaking the hand under the bottom side. You can kind of feel the pressure onto the hand and release. So good. Okay, now keeping the driving down feeling of the hip, leaving the connection of the obliques, start lifting and lowering the leg. Very nice. It does not have to be a big motion. In fact, if you keep this smaller, you'll stay more parallel and probably feel even more intense work for this top leg. Good, you guys. Chin's back. Make sure your neck isn't holding on to any extra tension. 3, 2. Now pause with your leg up. Flex your foot, and you're going to brush the leg in front of you and then point and kick back. And if there's not a Christmas tree behind you, you should be fine. I'm kind of getting limited. And then reach back. Good. So it's as far forward and as far back as you can go without losing the control through your center. Good, you guys. All right. Next, reach the arm up to the ceiling and you're going to rotate in opposition. So the leg goes front, the arm reaches back, and you get a nice stretch across the front of your body. And then the reverse is true as we go forward, facing the floor. You'll feel a stretch on the back of the body. Good, all while keeping the activity through the waistline. Yes, open the hand, make a long line, and then close. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Open, and then close. Good, lots of work for that bottom shoulder. Now pause, facing the front, reach the top arm to the sky, and take some tiny circles. That's it. You can check in with your waist and make sure you haven't lost the lift. 2 more. So good. Reverse and go the opposite way, back to front. So good. Almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then rest yourself down. So good. Come up onto your elbow, swing your hand off to the side, top leg is long, arm rests on the thigh. Exhale, push up and side bend, and then softly return. Good. Yeah, so try to feel waistline first. Really squeeze through the side of the abdominals so that there's less work left for the arm to do. Yes, it'll want to take over first because it's probably a little stronger maybe than through here. Couple more. Up and down. Modification would be to use both arms. Yes. All right. The next thing we add on is a lift of the leg. And then we release and lower. So good. Up and then lower. Good, you guys. Couple more. Side bend and down. Good. Just enough to feel that increase of the cinching of the waist. 2. Last one. Pause at the top and take some little tiny pulses up, up, up. So good. Almost done. 3, 2, 1. Set the foot and the elbow down and then side bend to stretch it out. Ooh, so good. All right, now come up onto the hand, turn out and place the foot on the floor in front of the other ankle. Palm is up. Okay, here we go. We press the hips forward and stretch out the hip and side and lower down. Whew, good, feels good. It's those same 2 spots we were just working. that get the most stretch. So good. Chest draws back, hips press forward, and then release. Good, you guys. Couple more here. Get comfortable with this kind of movement pattern, and then we'll advance it with the extension of the knees. All right, last one. If your wrists are feeling pretty good, stay on your hand. If not, you can come down to the elbow. Okay, here we go. We side bend and squeeze the inner thighs, drop the arm, and then open to lower. Good. So this bottom armpit and shoulder are super strong and active. Up and over, and then release. So good. Take your time. We'll do a couple more. And down. Very good, you guys. Last two. And lower. Last one. And then come on down. Whew. So nice. All right, come on to your mat. Sit in whatever position is comfortable for you. And we are just going to finish with a couple big, deep breaths together. So settle your hands maybe on your knees. Feel free to close your eyes. And I just want you to take a big breath in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Good. Do that again. If you were holding tension anywhere that you don't need it, try to let it go. All right, one last time. Inhale, and then exhale. And with that, we are done with our day one workout for the Real Good Pilates Holiday Challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to like this video, be subscribed to the channel, leave a comment down below, and share this challenge with at least one friend to be eligible to be entered in for the prize at the end. So, thank you so much, and I will see you for day 2 next week. Bye!